Hello and welcome to another episode of What Travis Says, the only show on YouTube where sometimes, even though there are literally thousands of theories about Star Wars, we come up with one of our own. I'm completely serious. I have a theory in part about Rey's parents that I have scoured the internet for the past week, and I haven't been able to find anyone else talking about this type of theory. And when I say this type of theory, it in part has to do with Rey's parentage, but also how I feel certain events should play out in Star Wars Episode 8. Alright, first things first. Who do I think Rey's parents are? Is she a Skywalker? Is she a Kenobi? No. Her parents don't matter. They are nobody. And there are hints scattered throughout Star Wars Episode 7 that show that Rey's parents just don't matter. They're not Force sensitive, they're not Skywalker bloodline, they're not Kenobi bloodline, they just don't matter. People assume that she was just ditched on Jakku, but when the ship is leaving when she's a young kid, she yells, "Come back." She doesn't say, "Why are you leaving me here with this person that I don't know?" She's saying, "Come back." She wants that person to come back to the planet because that is her home. When she ends up leaving Jakku with Finn, she tries everything in her power to get back to Jakku because that is her home. She thinks that whoever left her on the planet alone is going to come back because that was also their home. When Maz is talking to Rey about Jakku, she tells her, "The belonging you seek is not behind you, it is ahead." Maz is intentionally making a firm distinction between whoever ditched her on Jakku and Luke. The people who left her on the planet are in the past. Luke is her future. Plus, J.J. Abrams has said in an interview that neither of Rey's parents are in Star Wars Episode 7, and Luke is in Star Wars Episode 7, so he's out. I don't think that Rey is a Skywalker. I don't think she's a Kenobi. I don't think she's a Palpatine. I don't think she's the reincarnation of Anakin Skywalker. I think that her parents don't matter, that they're not Force sensitive, and on top of that, they're not good people. They just left her on the planet and just took off. They just ditched her. They went about their way. "See ya, kid," and then just left. And it would make sense that Rey is a complete nobody with all of this raw potential. She's a new hero for a new generation. Plus, it's been proven time and time again that Force sensitivity is not hereditary, just throwing that out there. So the reason this whole thing recently came about is because I was having a conversation with a coworker who is determined to believe that Rey is a descendant of Obi-Wan Kenobi. He thinks that Rey is Obi-Wan's granddaughter, which I was talking to him about and picking his brain and giving him all of these examples, and he's starting to come around to the fact that Rey's parents just aren't Force sensitive, that they don't matter. But then I started thinking, how is Disney going to explicitly say that Rey's parents are just nobodies, that they left her on this planet, that they don't matter? If they don't matter, how are they going to show the viewers that, hey, Rey isn't a Skywalker, Rey isn't a Kenobi, Rey isn't a reincarnation of Anakin Skywalker, she's not a Palpatine, she's not any of this? How are they going to explicitly say her parents are just horrible people if they are not going to be in Rey's future? Because Star Wars has one of the most rabid fandoms out there, and if it's not spelled out specifically, there is going to be speculation. Star Wars fans need closure. So here's how I think it's going to play out. Remember that scene in Empire Strikes Back when Luke realizes that Han and Leia and the gang are in trouble? He's on Dagobah training with Yoda, and Yoda says, "You probably shouldn't go save your friends." And Luke says, "I'm gonna go save my friends." And Yoda says, "You really shouldn't go save your friends. It doesn't matter at this point. You're not ready. You won't be able to do anything good." And Luke says, "I'm getting my X-Wing. I'll come back. I promise I'll come back. I'm just gonna go take care of some things for a bit. Take out Lord Vader, come back, and then I'll be a Jedi Knight." Yoda says, "You probably shouldn't do that," and Luke does it anyway. In Star Wars Episode 7, Rey is so obsessed with the fact that whoever left her on the planet is not coming back, but she wants them to come back. She needs closure. Everyone is telling her, "Don't worry about it. It's in the past. Luke's in the future. You're gonna be a Jedi. You should, go and look towards the future. Don't worry about that. That's not a good thing that you should be thinking about right now because it doesn't matter. Go find Luke." So in Star Wars Episode 8, I think this is how things should play out. Rey is going to figure out who or where her parents are, even though they aren't Force sensitive, even though they aren't good people, and she's going to go look for them. Luke is going to tell her, "Hey, no, you shouldn't, because Kylo Ren is out there, Snoke is out there, you are in danger, you need to stay with me and complete my training, and then you might stand a chance." But Rey will be like, "No, I need to go find out what happened. Why did they leave me alone on Jakku? Why didn't they take me with them?" Luke will be like, "Oh, you better not. You better stay here and complete my training, because out there it's really dangerous." And Rey will be like, I'm gonna go try to find my parents." And Rey will leave prematurely before she's done with her training. And then when Rey does show up to find her parents, she'll find out that A, they are horrible people, and B, that there is some sort of trap. She shouldn't have gone there, and there will be some big reveal. Somebody will die. Something awful will happen because she didn't listen to Luke. And then maybe she'll get her right hand cut off, or would the parallels to Empire be too strong at that point? Anyway, those are just my thoughts on how I feel the next movie should play out and give closure to who Rey's parents actually are without being, oh hey, she's a Skywalker or she's a Kenobi. They could say that anybody can be a hero no matter what their bloodline is, but your bloodline is also horrible, horrible people. Anyway, that's what I think about it. In the comments down below, let me know what you think about Rey's parentage. Do you think she's a Skywalker or a Kenobi, or do you agree with me that her parents don't matter, but they will probably end up mattering in order to show that they don't matter? Yeah, it's like a mattering thing. That old chestnut. Anyway, I guess we'll see in December. We only have 10 months to go. As always, my name is Travis. Thank you for listening to what I have to say, and you will see me Monday.